Yandere Simulator is supported by the following sponsors.
Hey, Senpai, do you ever have recurring nightmares?
Nightmares? Well, lately I've been having a dream where I'm standing outside of school underneath a tree, and for some reason I can't move a single muscle. I'm like a statue. I guess I wouldn't really call it a nightmare, just a weird dream. How about you?
Sometimes I have dreams where somebody ties my hair around something really heavy and throws it into the ocean. I get dragged into the water and drown.
That sounds pretty scary. You know, I read a book that said our dreams are actually reflections of our subconscious feelings. Maybe your dream means that you subconsciously feel worried that your hair is a hazard. If you cut your hair, maybe you'd stop having the nightmares.
No way! It took years for my hair to get this long. I wouldn't cut it because of a scary dream.
When do you plan to cut your hair anyway? It's almost touching the ground.
I made a promise to myself not to cut it until a certain idiot stops being stupid and realizes how I feel.
Huh? I don't get what you mean.
Anyway, if our dreams really do have meaning, what does your dream represent?
I haven't really figured that out yet.
Hey, Senpai, a guy like you doesn't have any plans tonight, right?
I don't know why you had to phrase it like that, but yeah, I'm free tonight.
Good. Then you're gonna go see a movie with me.
Huh? You mean like a date?
Idiot. It's not a date. I was gonna go with my friend, but she had to cancel. You're only coming with me so that her ticket doesn't go to waste. Got it?
Well, it's not like I had any plans, so...
Good. It's settled then. Meet me here at 5:30 so we can leave in time to see the film.
Okay, if you say so.
A date with Senpai.
What was that?
Nothing. Congratulations! See, I told you there was nothing to fear. The last 3 times I went to a theater to watch a movie, I fell asleep and woke up during the credits. What if it happens again during my date? I'd die of embarrassment. Maybe you should take a nap before you go to the theater. Do you think that would help? That's a brilliant idea! The school rooftop is really peaceful after cleaning time. I'll take a nap there. Sounds good. I'll watch over you and make sure that nobody disturbs you while you're sleeping. By the way, you still interested in sunbathing at the pool during lunchtime? Oh, definitely. I'm looking forward to it.
I have to write a how am I? This is really? I have to write how am I? This is really? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Our club leader was a totally different person last year. She had different hair, a different fashion sense. In fact, she had a completely different personality altogether. Of course, we all accept her for who she is, and we respect whoever she wants to be, but I'm not sure if we're seeing her true self right now, or if she's just putting on a really elaborate act. Every day, she finds a quiet place to write song lyrics without distractions. When she's alone and thinks that nobody's watching her, she might drop the act and revert back to her true self. Can you find her when she's writing song lyrics and take a picture that shows her true nature? Oh, thank you. This might be the only way that I'll ever learn the truth. Yo!
I have to write a how am this is really?
You wanna shred? Me too! Yo!
Oh my god. I have to how am I this is really? Oh my god.
Playing air guitar and singing, huh? Well, if she even acts this way when nobody's watching her, then it looks like this really is her true self. Thanks for helping me get to the bottom of this.
I don't want to fall asleep during the film. I'll just take a quick nap. Just gotta set my alarm and done. Shh, she's sleeping. Please try to be quiet. Senpai. Kinda like I don't want to fall asleep during the film. I'll just take a quick nap. Just gotta set my alarm and done.
Shh, she's sleeping. Please try to be quiet.
Yo! You up for it? Let's rock!
Senpai, what kind of music do you like?
Well, lately I've been listening to a lot of classic stuff. Beethoven, Mozart, Bach.
So a bunch of old dead guys? You've got some pretty strange taste, Senpai.
Oh yeah? What do you listen to?
J-pop and J-rock, obviously.
Ah, that's not really my type of music.
You just haven't found the right bands yet. I'll put together a playlist for you to listen to at lunchtime.
Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt.
I'll be waiting on the rooftop. Don't be late.
Osana, I thought you were childhood friends with that boy. Shouldn't you already know what type of music he listens to?
I already knew what kind of music he listens to, but I asked him anyway, to guide the conversation where I wanted it to go. The important thing is, it worked.
I'm happy for you, Osana, but I need to warn you about something. Musume Ronshaku is looking for you. I'm not sure why, but I think she wants to trick you into saying something she can gossip about.
Thanks for the heads up. I won't hide from her. I'll just talk with her and get it out of the way. Whatever she wants, it can't be that bad.
Okay, but just to be safe, pretend that everything you're saying is being recorded. Be careful around her.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I just hope it's over quickly, so I can hurry to the computer lab and put together a mixtape for Senpai.
What do you need? Pleasure doing business with you. I
Hey, Osana. Come with me for a minute.
Okay.
I saw you talking to a boy from another school. Is he your boyfriend?
What? Him? No way. That guy's a total creep. I wouldn't date him if he was the last man alive on Earth. He can go jump off a cliff for all I care.
Yikes! I guess I lost that bet. Okay, how about that boy from class 3 too? What do you think of him?
Oh, him? He's just my childhood friend. It's not like I like him or anything.
Right.
What do you need?
Seriously? Beethoven? Time to drag you into this century, Senpai.
right here the whole time.
Let's see. Where to start? Well, I guess I'll start at the beginning. My name is Kocho Shiona, and I've just been chosen to be the headmaster of Academy High School. To be honest, I'm not sure if I really believe this is happening. I keep pinching myself to make sure I'm not dreaming. I mean, the entire nation has been talking about this school for months. The idea of an elite high school that only opens its doors to the most intelligent students in Japan? A place for the most promising men and women of today to be transformed into the leaders of tomorrow. A school built for the sole purpose of being the most prestigious learning institute in the country. It's an ambitious undertaking, to say the least. But the thing that shocks everyone the most is that the school is being bankrolled by Psycho Corp. Who would have expected an electronics company to found a school? At first, I thought it was some kind of long-term business plan. Maybe they wanted to build a place to gather the best and brightest students of Japan and train them to be their next generation of employees. But it turns out that I was wrong. Really wrong. And I got to hear the truth straight from Mr. Psycho himself. That's right. I just met the Psycho in person. I'm still shaking. It was like getting to meet Leonardo da Vinci or Thomas Edison. I've lost count of how many things he's invented or improved. I don't think there's a single product in my home that doesn't have the Psycho logo on it. A man whose ideas and inventions changed the world. People like that are only born once a century. Anyway, the reason he built this school, it blew my mind. It's not something he's ever mentioned in public, but he didn't tell me to keep it a secret either, so here it is. It's his daughter. It's all for his daughter. He cherishes her more than life itself, even more than his multi-billion-dollar corporate empire. He wants to make her dreams come true, so he's building a high school customized to suit her exact tastes. The name of the school, the location where it's being constructed, even the exact layout of the building. Everything was chosen by his daughter. His mission is to make sure that the best years of her life happen at Academy High. She gets to decide who's allowed to enroll, she gets to decide the school's policies, and I'm pretty sure she gets to be the student council president starting from day one. No questions asked. So, not only will this school be a collection of Japan's most highly qualified teachers and most brilliant students, but it's also a giant, shining monument to a father's love for his daughter. It almost brings a tear to my eye. And I'm going to be the headmaster. I'm still surprised I actually had the courage to send in my application. I guess it's because the qualifications they were looking for seemed surprisingly low compared to the qualifications for every other position at the school. In fact, Mr. Psycho told me I was perfect for the job after just asking me a few questions. There's a part of me that wonders if his daughter just wants the school's headmaster to have a certain appearance or a certain name or voice or something. I'm not really sure if I got the job because I qualify for it or because I meet some invisible criteria that I'm not aware of. I guess Mr. Psycho could tell I was nervous because he gave me a gift. This portable tape recorder. One of his inventions. He told me that it's therapeutic to record an audio journal when you're feeling overwhelmed. That's the whole reason I'm recording this right now. And I gotta say, it actually worked. I feel much better now. You know, this is kind of fun. It might turn into a habit. I can't stop thinking about the last thing he said before he left. He called me Headmaster Shuyona. It'll be a while before I get used to hearing that. Huh? Oh, wow. I didn't realize how much dust was on this thing. Well, I suppose I should consider myself lucky. If I never use this thing, it means everything has been going so smoothly that I just never feel the need to vent. But something happened today that really threw me off. I wouldn't feel right talking about it with any of my colleagues, but I need to get it off my chest. So maybe recording my thoughts will help. Today, I visited Psycho headquarters for a routine meeting with Mr. Psycho, just as I've done dozens of times over the past few years. But today was different. He was angry, foul-mouthed, and short-tempered. I'd never seen him like that before. He didn't reprimand me for anything, and we simply discussed the usual topics, but the entire time, he seemed like he was on the verge of exploding. I was confused and worried, and frankly, scared. His secretary must have seen how shaken I was, because after the meeting, she took a moment to assure me that I hadn't done anything wrong, and that Mr. Psycho was angry about a personal matter. On most days, I would never dream of gossiping about the man who signs my paychecks, but my curiosity got the better of me, and I asked her for details. She didn't know all the specifics, but she knew enough to give me a basic summary. Earlier that day, Mr. Psycho had a furious argument with his daughter, who graduated recently. Apparently, she doesn't want to inherit the company, and she's decided to leave Japan to travel the world. This is absolutely unacceptable to her father, because he's invested a lot of resources into giving her the training necessary to take over his empire when he retires. He had absolute faith that his daughter would inherit his company when the time came, and her decision had invalidated all of his plans, along with many years of effort, not to mention an incalculable amount of money. After a long, heated discussion, well, more like a shouting contest from the sound of it, Mr. Psycho threatened to disown his daughter, and she had absolutely no problem with that. He told her, "If you walk out that door, you're no longer a part of this family," and moments later, she left his office without a word. Mr. Psycho is a man who refuses to compromise and only accepts the results he wants. I'm 100% certain that from this day forward, his daughter is dead to him. The secretary told me a little more about the way Mr. Psycho raised his daughter. Starting from early childhood, she was given training to prepare her for the responsibilities that come with operating a company. Training that became more advanced and intense with each passing year. Mr. Psycho also has a son, but he didn't put his son through the same sort of training as his daughter. Instead, he granted his son a perfectly normal childhood, perhaps out of guilt for what he did to his daughter. But now he's making preparations to rapidly change the direction of his son's life, so the boy will acquire the traits and skills that his sister spent her entire life developing. The strangest part is the exact reason why Mr. Psycho's daughter wants to travel the world. One phrase the secretary kept hearing was, "my sister." Apparently, Mr. Psycho's daughter is absolutely convinced that she has a sister somewhere in the world, and that she needs to find her. But Mr. Psycho only has 2 children, so if she says she has a sister, there are 3 options. She's speaking figuratively, she's actually become delusional, or Mr. Psycho has an illegitimate child. At this point, the secretary decided she'd said too much, and stopped talking. I had a feeling I was starting to tread on dangerous ground, so I chose not to pry any further. Even though I wound up with more questions than answers, at least now I know why he was so angry. Losing his daughter, along with more than a decade of money, planning, effort, must be an incredibly painful experience. But after hearing all this, it'll be hard for me to look at him the same way I used to. He told me that he built Academy High to give his daughter the perfect, ideal high school life. But now I think that was just a cover story. I think he built Academy High and made his daughter the student council president to put her through the experience of being in charge of an organization. The school wasn't a gift from a father to a daughter. It was just another component of her lifelong training, another step in the process of turning her into the perfect CEO. A training simulation. And now he's going to put his son through an accelerated version of that process. Poor boy. It doesn't surprise me at all that she defied her father and ran away from all that. But in the end, it wasn't pressure or stress that made her reject her father's wishes. It was this weird notion that she has a sister. Maybe all the stress drove her crazy. The weirdest thing of all is that when I imagine Mr. Psycho with another daughter, I have a mental image of what she would look like. But I get a headache if I picture her in my mind for too long. Man, really creeps me out. If Academy High was built solely for one girl, and that girl has graduated, what happens next? I was afraid the school was going to be shut down, but Apparently, Mr. Psycho just wants me to continue business as usual. A lot of the students who graduate from this school get offers from Psycho Corp almost immediately after graduation. So, I guess this place really did turn out to be a training ground for future Psycho employees after all. I don't feel angry or sad, just disenchanted. Well, it's an easy job, and I can't argue with the pay, so I guess I'll just stay on my current course for now. Man, even though I know that nobody is going to listen to this tape, I feel way better after recording my thoughts. I guess Mr. Psycho's gift was good for something after all. Thanks for hearing me out, Mr. Tape Recorder. With that said, I hope I don't have to use you again anytime soon. Wow. Can everything really collapse this easily? Cameras, interviews, police. I don't want this to be my life. The past few years were perfect. Why did this have to happen? It's not like it was my fault. Or was it? I guess I understand why they're putting all the blame on me. It's my school. I'm responsible for it, and everyone inside of it, but how was I supposed to... How could I have seen this coming? What could I have possibly done to have prevented this? A murderer. A killer. In my school. Those girls who disappeared. I don't want to admit it, but it fits. Those missing girls are probably dead. Dead. Was there anything I could have done? Could I have stopped this? Could I have saved them? If I was more vigilant, more strict with background checks. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Have metal detectors and security cameras in every hallway? Do a mental health check on every student every hour? How do you prepare for this? You can't. If someone is just crazy, just insane, then you're screwed. It's not your fault or anything. It happens because they're just this crazy, screwed up person. It's not your fault if this happens. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. What a goddamn disgrace! Innocent? Innocent! Innocent my ass! She's the culprit. She did it! That girl, that monster! I've never seen someone so goddamn manipulative. She fooled them all. Every single one of them was dancing in the palm of her hand by the end. What a farce! People are dead. Young people who had promising futures whose lives I was responsible for. She did it. She did it. She's the only one who could have. That blood is on her hands. And now she walks free. That conniving little... Ugh! And I'm expected to let her back in the school. Stand on a stage and hand her a diploma? Mr. Psycho told me to let it go, but I can't. I can't let this go. She murdered people and got away with it. can't believe... God damn, this is just... This was supposed to bring closure. This was supposed to close the chapter. This was... God damn her! God damn her. I didn't realize how pathetic this was until I hit the record button. There are distressing things I want to talk about. But the only people around me are my colleagues at work. I can't show weakness in front of my subordinates, so if I want to talk and have someone listen, then I have to use this. A tape recorder. God. The problem is, enrollment is dropping. The past few years weren't too bad, but now, for the first time since the school opened, enrollment is actually lower than the previous year. This was the only good thing I had going for me, and now I'm watching it die. I can pinpoint the exact moment when the decline began. That trial. That damn trial. As soon as the media started calling this place the murder school, our fate was sealed. The only suspect was found innocent. So the public believes that the culprit is still at large. Nobody wants to attend a school where a serial killer might be running loose. But that was 6 years ago. 6 years. We haven't had any incidents since then. It's safe here. What am I supposed to do? Hang a sign on the front door of the school that says, "We've gone 6 years without a murder. You can all come back now." We had momentum. We had an upwards trajectory. We were rising, soaring. We were on the road to being as internationally renowned as Harvard or Yale. But that trial, it killed the momentum. And once you lose momentum, it's almost impossible to get it back. Sometimes I wish that journalist had never said anything. If he'd kept his mouth shut, just let her get away with everything. There never would have been a media circus. Just some mysterious disappearances that would have been forgotten in a few months. But no, he had to drag us all into a big scandal. If only some random person would just be found guilty for all those murders, then maybe this notion of a serial killer running loose around Academy would finally go away. God damn it. What am I saying? I don't really mean any of that. It's this whole situation is just, it has me, I'm wrong, though. It's not the journalist's fault. It's not the court's fault. Not even my fault. This is her fault. It's all her fault. Well, that was the weirdest day of my life. In the past 30 years, I've had over 1,000 meetings with Mr. Psycho. When I walked into his office today for our weekly meeting, I could immediately tell that something was very wrong. Everything about him, posture, expression, demeanor, was completely different. He was slouching low in his chair, staring blankly at a wall. Didn't even bother to greet me as I walked in. More importantly, his son, who had been present for every one of our meetings over the past 3 decades, was not there. I asked, "Will your son be joining us today?" To which he simply replied, "There is no reason for that anymore." As I took my seat, I asked him if anything was wrong. He didn't reply. The heavy atmosphere of the room made me feel uncomfortable with the idea of attempting to advance the conversation, so I chose to remain silent until he was ready to talk. As it turned out, I would be waiting for quite some time. The silence lasted for about 15 incredibly tense and uncomfortable minutes. When Mr. Psycho finally did speak, he suddenly started rambling about Okinawa. He spoke of his experience as a soldier during World War II, how he volunteered to fight at the age of 17, how a bomb hit his dormitory, how he spent hours buried underneath rubble, staring at the corpses of his dead friends. He said he still sees them on the back of his eyelids every time he closes his eyes. He told me that buried underneath that rubble over 70 years ago, he swore an oath to punish the world for killing his friends. He swore to revive Japanese nationalism and expand the Japanese empire until it covered the entire globe. That's why he started his company. That's why he spent his life building the greatest conglomerate the world has ever known. That's why he toiled for over half a century until he had become the richest man on Earth. It was all for the sake of building up enough power and influence to instigate a war. A war that he would throw all of his money and resources into until he had achieved the complete annihilation of every country that fought against Japan in World War II. But something happened that he didn't expect. Globalization spread Japanese culture across the face of the planet. Japan's former enemies now enjoy friendly relations with Japan. They eat Japanese food, watch Japanese animations, play Japanese video games. The process was sped up by his own inventions and innovations. There's a Psycho product in every home. He can't find the motivation to go to war anymore, knowing that he'd be blowing up his own loyal customers. He dedicated his entire life to setting the stage for a blood-soaked military victory. But in the process, he inadvertently achieved a slow, pacifistic cultural victory. By now, almost everyone who pulled a trigger or launched a bomb during World War II was dead or elderly, so revenge had lost all meaning. Instead of feeling pride for accomplishing more than any other man in history, he just felt like he had failed his dead friends. After his long, rambling speech came to an end, he returned to staring blankly at the wall. I'm not sure why he confided all that information in me. I don't think it's because he considered me a friend. It's more likely that he thought of me, well, the same way I think of this tape recorder. Just a stupid object where you can store your thoughts without consequence. After some more silence, he eventually spoke up again. He said, "My health is failing. I will likely die soon. I will make no attempt to prolong my life. I am retiring as CEO starting tomorrow. My son will be taking over for me. You will be meeting with him from now on." He said nothing else, but I could tell that the meeting was over. That was most likely the last time I'll ever speak with him, or see him in person. The next time I address someone as Mr. Psycho, I'll be talking to his son. town's most famous man. Secretly a nationalist with plans for world domination. Harboring a half-century-long grudge. I would tell the media, but it wouldn't matter one bit. Psycho Corp controls everything that the media says or does. Even if I told the world what he confided in me, the media would never run the story, and it would quickly be dismissed as a baseless rumor or crackpot conspiracy theory. I guess, in that sense, he really did take over the world.
Okay, Senpai. Time for you to hear what real music sounds like.
Alright, I'll listen. Osana, what the hell? I can't believe you'd make me listen to this.
Huh? Wait, where are you going? Does he hate pop music that much?
I owe you one.
What are you up to? Back off!
Nope.
Are you okay?
Go to class like this. I need to change my clothes.
Osana?
You kept me waiting, you dummy. Listen up, okay? Because I have something really important to say.
What is it?
You know, a lot of boys ask me to go out with them. But I always turn them down. It's not like I'm not interested in boys. I just didn't feel like dating anyone. Except for one person.
Who?
Someone who's always been there. Right next to me. Up until now, I always thought of you as just a childhood friend. No, I was just trying to tell myself that because I was afraid to admit my feelings. But I finally realized I can't keep lying to myself and lying to you. I have to be honest with my feelings. This is so embarrassing, but I can't stand just being friends anymore. Listen up, okay? Because it takes a lot of courage to say this. I love you, you idiot! I love you more than anything else in the world!
Osana, to tell you the truth, I'm very sorry, but I don't think we're right for each other.
What? Is this because of the way I've treated you?
No, it's not that. It's more than that.
I can change! I can stop! I can...
Osana, please, don't. It's just not going to work. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Senpai... No, please, wait!
Osana.
Excuse me? I couldn't help but notice that you seem quite sad about something. Would you like to talk about it?
Huh? Have we met before?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Amai Odiaka. We go to the same school. I'm sorry if it's strange that I approached you so suddenly. When I see a sad face, I can't help but try to make things better. So, what's wrong?
For a long time, I thought I might have feelings for my childhood friend Osana. But recently, we've had such a hard time getting along with one another. Yesterday, she confessed that she had strong feelings for me, but I couldn't bring myself to accept her feelings, since I was worried we wouldn't be able to make it work. And now, I keep asking myself if I really made the right choice or not.
I'm so sorry to hear about that. I can't imagine what that must be like. Hey, it's not much, but maybe this will take your mind off of it for a moment?
Oh. Thank you.
Go ahead, take one.
It's good.
Of course. Nobody makes better pastries than my mom and dad. Actually, I'm heading to my parents' bakery right now. Would you like to come with me? It'll take your mind off of things for a while.
Oh. No, it's okay. I wouldn't want to be a bother.
It wouldn't be a bother at all. If I just leave you here, I'll worry about you.
Well, I guess it would be better than moping around. Okay. Sure. I'll come with you.
Then let's get going.
You're safe now.
Congratulations on eliminating Osana-chan. I didn't expect you to get rid of her that way. But I suppose it works.
Disappointed? Were you hoping to see something more violent?
Oh, disappointed wouldn't be the right word. Just surprised, that's all. But that's not why I'm contacting you today. I've learned something that I think you'd like to be aware of. Take a look at this.
Who is she?
Her name is Amai Odayaka. She's the leader of the cooking club at Academy, and she's been getting quite cozy with your senpai lately. She's fallen for him. Hard. She's quite enamored with the cherry tree myth, so I'm pretty sure she'll be confessing to him this Friday. Rotten luck, huh? Right after saving senpai from Osana, another girl shows up to steal him from you.
Stop playing games. Get to the point.
No games. It's simple.
Is that really what this is all about? You just want to see girls suffer?
It's a bit more complex than that. But let's keep things simple for now. Remember, you have until Friday to deal with your new rival. Eliminate her, or senpai will never belong to you.
He already belongs to me. He just doesn't know it yet.
Good evening, sir. Thank you very much for setting aside the time to take this call. I know that you're a busy man. No, there haven't been any complications. I just wanted to confirm that I've been following your instructions properly. I'm glad to hear it. Are you satisfied with how events are unfolding? Ah, that's good to hear, sir. I must confess, I'm still worried about the students. Acceptable casualties? Necessary sacrifices? The price of progress? I see, sir. I wish I could view it from your perspective, but the thought of bloodshed in my school still makes me quite uncomfortable. No, of course not, sir. I'll continue doing precisely as you've asked. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. I'll keep you informed of any noteworthy developments. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Psycho.
with you? Quit it! Get away!
Go! Go! I got better things to do anyway.
Yo, you up for a jam session? Let's rock!
Every night, for as long as I can remember, I've been having the same dream. In this dream, I meet a boy, fall in love with him, start a family, and live happily ever after. I've always believed that this dream was showing me my future, showing me the person I'll be with for the rest of my life. I spent years fantasizing about what it would be like to finally meet him. And then, 1 year ago, I found him. The boy from my dreams is in the same school as me. But I'm too afraid to speak to him, because I'm worried that I'll ruin everything and make him hate me. So, for the past year, I've been admiring him from afar, while I built up enough courage to speak to him. He's my soulmate, my destiny. But, while we're at school, he's just my senpai. I was having so much fun watching him, learning everything about him, and planning our life together. But then, someone had to come and ruin everything. She's trying to take him from me, and I won't let her get away with it.
you'd want to talk with me in a place like this? Oh! Ryoba-chan! Are you the person who left that note in my locker? What did you want to talk to me about?
I need to tell you something about the boy you have feelings for.
You know who I have a crush on? Oh, it's so embarrassing. Well, what is it? What did you want to tell me?
You can't have him. He belongs to me. After I disposed of the girl who was trying to steal my senpai, I cleaned up all the evidence. I left no trace of what I had done, or so I thought. When the police investigated the girl's disappearance, they found a single bloodstain that I failed to clean up. This was enough to make the police begin investigating the girl's disappearance as a possible murder case. A potential murder at an elite school was big news. It was a stain on the school's prestigious reputation. The headmaster didn't take it very well. I heard that he struck a deal with the police to keep any future investigations as discreet as possible. The faculty and the student council will be on high alert from now on. I'll need to be more careful in the future, but I can't rest yet. Another threat has appeared. She plans to confess her feelings to my senpai at 6 p.m. on Friday. I need to stop her before then. If I kill every girl who shows an interest in my senpai,